Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of lines and angles. This is standard 8.8D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 19, which is a new item type called hot text. The redesign practice online STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have parallel lines intersected by a transversal. So that's just a straight line that kind of cuts them at an angle there. And if we are unfamiliar with what happens with alternate exterior angles and same side interior angles, we can actually infer quite a bit from the three worked examples that they give us here. But let's take a look at this hot text. We need to move an answer here, and we can only move one answer in each. So you notice that once I used that 90, it's not available to use for the other one. And if I only tried to use one, this is a 2-point problem, it will say there is an error. So let's see if we can figure out what this is talking about here. And so I'm going to open up, not my calculator, but my graph draw feature, and see what kind of rules I can infer from this, right? So first, what we need to see here is that we've got alternate interior angles are equal. So take a look at this 140 and 140. Alternate means they're on either side of the transversal, and interior means they're on the inside. They're not on the outside of that transversal, of those parallel lines. So alternate interior are equal. So they're both 140, right? You also see that when you get, this is something we've known for several years now, but that's what we called supplementary angles, right? So supplementary angles are two angles, since that is a parallel line and it's just cut by that one line, that equals 180. All right, so if we've got supplementary angles, that equals 180 if they're on either side of that parallel line. And you notice we've got another set, take a look at this, another set of alternate interior angles right there. Right, they're on the inside of these parallel lines, and they're on alternate sides of that transversal, and they're both 100. And then once again, we've got two angles right here that are supplementary because they are basically a 180-degree angle, flat line just cut by one line. So once again, take a look. We've got this right here. We've got this 25 and 25. So once again, we've got our alternate interior angles, right? Either side of the transversal, they're on the inside of the parallel lines, and then the 125 and the 155 are supplementary angles, okay? So you notice the pattern here. So even if we don't remember anything about same side interior or same side exterior corresponding angles, we can look at these three examples and we can figure out, all right, so we notice the pattern. So we need to figure out what x is. We'll take a look where x is. X is alternate interior because it's on the opposite side, the alternate side of the transversal. Interior meaning it's on the inside of these parallel lines. Exterior would be some of these angles out here, right? Those are exterior. So that means x is going to equal 60, because if this angle right here is 60, then that's going to equal 60. So let's go ahead and just, we can have to shrink that for a little bit, put that up there. All right, let's bring that back. Now, what we need to do here is we need to figure out what x plus y is. Well, in order to do that, we need to figure out what's y. Then we just simply add that. So what is y? Well, these are going to be supplementary angles, right? So it's going to be equal 180. Y plus that 60, right? So if we subtract 60 from both sides, we'll isolate that y. We'll get 120. All right, so y equals 120. So if I add this 120 and that 60 right there, well, I'm going to get 180. And that is actually going to be same side interior, which is 180 degrees. So my answer is 180.